Hi, it's Sam Carbon here, and it's me again showing up on Instagram wanting to talk about the issue of racism. As many of us know, it's widespread, and there are movements like Black Lives Matter that have really highlighted the gravity of the problem that's very much rooted in our society and in particular in our corporations and businesses. So, yeah, I really wanted to find ways with my followers how we dismantle racism. And I'm not coming from a place of wanting to rescue those who are unsure about racial unrest, but to encourage ways on how we can learn how to be better human beings. I believe it's extremely important that we understand and embrace these issues. And I know there are many people out there that say, Sam, there's only one race, the human race. But sadly, we have had so many divides, and, I see race as very much a social construct. And there are many parts of society that breeds racism. And many people have been reaching out to me to share how ingrained, in particular, racism is in their corporate world. And so, when we talk about racism, we mostly focus on the cases of black people. However, there are so many other isms out there. Black people have been facing discrimination for centuries now, and as of late, there's been a focus towards working against racism by wanting to change attitudes and behaviours rather than working on behalf of people. I'm aware of many individuals who have began to immerse themselves in racial issues at a personal level, which is great, with the hope that they can emerge with a stronger sense of their own racial identity and a clearer racial worldview. And, like every problem, and this problem is complex, I live with the hope that there can be a solution. Not an overnight one, but there can be a solution. So I'm just wondering how businesses and corporations can contribute towards the collective good. I do understand that it may feel uncomfortable to speak about racism, especially those doing it for the first time. But the idea is to keep going. Such matters require relentless efforts in the face of adversity. So just start where you are and do what you can. Reach out to me, send me a message. Firstly, I would say we all must understand that the opposite of racist isn't not racist. It is anti-racist or anti-racist, as they say in the States. One endorses the idea of racial hierarchy, that's the racist, and one supports the idea of racial equality, which is the anti-racist. And there is no in between. I don't believe there's any in between. And I do believe one of the most important things businesses can do is to check up on their black employees or staff members. It's not a tick box exercise, so ask them if there is something that might be bothering them. Because I'd like to think, surely, if you are aware as a business of rude behaviour, you won't condemn it. We must condemn it, and being the leaders of organisation, I believe it's your responsibility to take care of your people by setting up a positive culture. And also I was just thinking about the importance of prioritising humanity and human values, I keep getting messages, which can take you closer to an anti-racist practice. So check your organisation's values. I believe the more we actively listen, the more we do to get the best out of people, and we can pay attention to their needs. Organisations, they have a big responsibility. So, and I was just thinking lastly, we often hear about diversity and inclusivity, and this is very much about removing the barriers that keep all employees from participating equally in a workplace and making sure that their voices are heard and valued. In order to retain employees, I believe it's vital to pay attention to inclusivity. Many people have observed many companies focusing hardly on diversity without thinking about inclusivity. So when employees feel comfortable in their workplace, they bring their entire energy to the business. So that's me talking about racism within the corporate world. So yeah, all businesses have a responsibility. I'm Sam Carbons.